All right, as we know, these stories are going to go beyond print. We're also going to be incorporating a variety of multimedia tools and techniques into the storytelling that we are going to tackle. So let's take a look at some of the rules of multimedia that we need to start with. Now, one of the key rules, and it's one that is often forgotten, is that you need to have a point. You need to be incorporating multimedia into your project because there's a reason for it. So just because you have a camera in your hand and you have the ability to shoot video doesn't mean that that's makes a video worth producing. Let's think about what exactly you'd like to tell. What portion of the story? How's the story going to be advanced and augmented and come to light a little bit more for the viewer through the use of this multimedia? Remember that words and stories should guide your images. So we're going to determine if something's a story, we're going to do the reporting, and then we're going to decide whether or not this piece is going to benefit from some form of multimedia. Not all of them will. There may be some of your projects that are just going to be print pieces, and that's okay. That's one of the reasons why this class is structured the way that it is. But if, in fact, it lends itself, we need to make sure that we're able and willing to incorporate it. Statistics and science are boring. So they're a beginning, and they get us started, but it's really people that make things interesting. So if we're going to be incorporating some type of statistic or scientific speak into our projects, we need to figure out a way to depict that a little more graphically, a little more colorfully. That's where some data visualization will come in, and we're going to certainly look at how to do that and the different tools at our disposal. Maps are a great way to transmit information. We can see a lot by consuming a map of an area, of a building, of a site, of whatever it is that you're looking geographically to depict. We can utilize maps, and we're going to look at the ways that we can do that. No matter what you're telling, narrators are key. So, to just have a video of a rooftop garden and to pan on the garden and so we can see the plants, that's wonderful, but it's really not going to compel your viewer to be engaging very much. So it's subjects that engage with us. It's often getting people to speak on camera, to see them, to depict them in a particular situation, and their point of view is going to be very important. Now, you can get away with some shaky video, but you can't get away with bad audio. So we're going to focus on how we can record good audio, but keeping a recorder in your pocket and having all those muffled sounds and thinking we're going to be able to incorporate that into our project is less likely than if we have an external mic and we get people get their voices close to the microphone and all of those things. So we're going to be working on how we can incorporate good audio into this project. And sometimes audio may stand alone depending on what's going on. Audio may go with photos. Audio is certainly going to go with video. So we're going to look at all those different ways too. The essentials of photography are key whether you're dealing with still images or video, and that is this concept of sequencing, wide, medium, and tight. Make sure that we get details. A lot of people are uncomfortable getting up close and shooting images. You can't be afraid. You have to get up close and personal. Lighting, composition, we don't want to have a lot of headroom. We don't want to have a lot of room on either side. We want to make sure that we can clearly see our subject. You're going to be working on, editing, cropping, what's in the background. All these things are going to be key with the photos you shoot and the video that you shoot.